Hello guys and welcome back to Tomato GFX. Today we are going to talk about our blending modes. We will be moving towards effects and some more stuffs of object panel. So let's start. So welcome back to the magical world of Illustrator. So what are blending modes? Blending modes are a method from which we blend two or more colors and make a new variation out of it, and I can show an example with making two squares over here. And if I make two squares over here and then fill with one with red, one with green, and if I just overlay them and if I just make it multiply or screen or hard light or saturation, it will vary one by one depending on the color type and depending on the color mode we choose. Mainly blending mode is used for raster thing, and suppose you have created a poster and you have an image in it. For example, I have this image in my viewport, and maybe I'm having a poster creation or a social media post, like just let's quickly make it. So here we have a small scene, and you can see the actor is right now not that contrasty, and these below text are a little bit more contrasty. So this is an canon event, and maybe I just want that I just need a contrast in my image. So what can I do is I can make a square on this image and give it a gradient, like a black and white gradient. Which would I like? Something like this, and I would reverse it so that we can have a more versatile area of darkness. And I could just simply send it back over here, and you can change the blending mode according to you. For this case, I will overlay it or maybe a hard light because it will be a better option for now, and I will remove the white because it is causing some issues over here. Like this, you will have a blended mode over here, and you can experiment on these blending modes, that how you would like them. It is completely depends on you. I can explain you these one by one, that what allows them to work accordingly. So let's continue this example over here, and I'll be just changing the blending mode to screen, and now you can see our background is completely removed. So if I just double click on this, change its color to white and change the text color to black, you will be easily spotting the text and the background. So what blending modes are doing is they are just blending the above image on the below image. So if I just select the above rectangle and change its color to anything, then it will be reflected on the below image. Like as you can see, if I just select on RGB, change its color to red, now it's getting red. I can change its color to yellow or any color I want. And I can use darker versions, lighter versions, anything I wish to do. So let's start our blending modes from multiply to luminosity, and it will be a quick video. So let's start. Our first blending mode is normal. So normal mode is just normal, like it does not do anything. It's just a default set for everything we use. So after normal, we have our multiply. So what multiply do is I'll be just copying this effect one more, and I'll be showing it right now. I'll just remove the gradient from this box. So if I select multiply, you can see what multiply will do is it will multiply your upper layer with the darker background, and it will mix everything between that. And after that we have our darken. So darken will enhance the dark areas more, and it will enrich the colors. So you can check multiply modes and everything according to you, but I'll be just suggesting you that you should try multiply and darken modes for dark colors. And suppose we are not having a dark color here. If you see, this is a pure black color, and if this is a pure black color, our modes will be not applied completely because pure dark will always suppress the background color. So if you select multiply or any dark modes over here, it will enhance the dark capabilities of upper image and resist the dark capabilities of background image, and also the lighting of background image, so you cannot see anything. But if I just change the blending mode to red, you can see now we have a better view like what is happening in the background. Right now it's on gray, just be sorry for that. So if I just take it to multiply or darken, you can see now it applies very well because it is not suppressing anything in the background. Our front layer is not that dark. So this was multiply, darken and color burns. So this is how they work. Like in color burn it will change little bit, but these are just dark modes and you can just try them according to your image. After that we have light. So what light mode do is, which is completely opposite of darken and multiply, it will suppress the darks and enrich the lights from the background, and it is completely opposite. So now if I just increase the darkness of my rectangle, it will fade away, and if I increase the lightness of my background, it will enrich itself, because the more you make it lighter, the less you see, because now it's completely light so you cannot see anything. And now if it's a dark, then you can see a firm red color going on that image. After these both categories like screen light dodge, color dodge, you can see in color dodge it actually blends with the background image very well. These are for light overlays, these are for dark overlays, and after that we have something like overlay, and this will just work like multiply but in another way, and it has its own properties and it's very similar to dark modes. After that we have soft light, which will some kind of work like just applying the normal color, and if I just increase it premium dark, it will just suppress everything, it will just change the color manually. After that we have hard light, which is very inaccurate if we are using strong colors. If I just take it to some light colors, it will partially make it visible. If I make it black, it will completely hide it, or it can just reduce the visibility. So we cannot go for a strong color here. So like these corners like this 000 colors or FFF colors or 66000 colors, these are completely hard colors and these are not allowed for highlighting. And if we select anything with other than these, then it will apply some level of hardness or lightness depending on the color rate. After that we have difference, and it will invert your image according to your selected color, and we can change the color according to us, and this is also used for different type of effect. After that we have exclusion is also similar, but it works more efficiently on some blues. For me, you can see how exclusion works. After that we have hue. So how hue works is it will remove the color from dark areas or white areas, but it will color those areas which have visually colors. Like the hat of this girl is very similar to black, but the hands of the girl are some kind of orangish color. So you can see now these colors are swapped with our selected color, and we can change it according to our need. So if I click on green, it will be green. And after you we have saturation. So it just create an oversaturated look of our selected color. So if I just click on blue and increase the saturation, it won't work that way, but it works on lightness and darkness. So if the lightness of our main background is too much white or too much black, it will generate a same black and white image, and if we generate anything between that, it will send some kind of warm tones. After that we have our color, and this will the most used or blending mode in your illustrative journey, because sometimes you have a poster and you have a different kind of color going on your images and you just want a quick way to color your images. So this is how you color your images, and then tag some data over here like this. Yeah, see that? Now it's blending more like your image. How color effects use, and it is just arranging all the color values in blues. Like everything, like it has some red tones, it has some green tones. Everything will be arranged in blue, only blue, nothing else than blue, black, and white. And after that, we have luminosity, and which is very, luminosity is like something applied very quick. You cannot see anything much well, but yeah, this is luminosity. So this is how blending modes work, and this is a just short note video, and blending modes doesn't have any definition to explain them, and every graphic designer use them with a hit and try method, but we have a guideline that we use these for darker, these for lighter, these for just blending, and these for exclusion and interpolations. And after that, we have some saturation and color stuff going on. So we use these as an effect so we can boost up our design process. And sometimes you might have seen some PNGs like this, and as you can see here, now if I just want to apply this just a black texture on my image, so I would just go on here and just select multiply, and as you can see here, without just cropping or anything, I can just apply this effect on my design without any use. So what it's doing is it is applying this layer on the background layer, and it is removing all the whites from the background and enriching the blacks from the background. And here you can see, now I can just bring this PNG over here, and as you can see, I have used multiply over here. So what if I do opposite to this? Now if I choose screen, my black part is gone and my white part is highlighted, so I can just click on this will give me a different effect. So these are just alpha channels which we can use for masking and all. So this is how you use blending modes in Illustrator. So that's it about blending modes. Use blending modes accordingly. And this was all about the panel. And we have left some points over here like stroke and some layers. So we'll be discussing these in our next video, because strokes are very important and must consist a different video separately, and layers also deserves a different video. So after that, we will be jumping to effects and objects and all the panels above here. So stay tuned for that and stay connected, stay active, take care of me and yourself also.